Windows Defender Firewall is accessible via control panel here and system and security control panel. Here you will find system and security, and then select the Windows Defender Firewall here. As you can see here, networks at home, you know, most people on the network. So we can see how many firewalls have been configured in this screenshot: private networks, guest or public networks firewalls here, as you can see here. So notice that it details the configuration for private network and public networks. When you connect to a new network, you are prompted to specify that sort of network location you are connecting to. Home or work networks are classed as private networks. Wi-Fi hotspots in bars, libraries, coffee shops, and so on will be classed as ghost or public networks. When you select one of these options, a set of pre-configured firewall rules are applied to that connection. So a connection type that is not displayed in this screenshot is the domain here. So notice that these are read-only settings. To change them, you need to turn Windows Defender Firewall or turn off Windows Defender Firewall. So to enter this area, you just have to click turn Windows Defender Firewall on or off, and you can control the Windows Defender Firewall here. So as you can see, if the firewall is turned on, we have two future options we can configure. Block all incoming here, block all incoming connections, including those in the list of allowed apps, and then notify me when Windows Defender blocks a new application. And this is the private network settings. And also we have public network settings separately. You can see here we have turned on by default. I hadn't changed this yet. So as you can see, notify me when Windows Defender Firewall blocks a new application. So as you can see, if the firewall is turned on, we have two future options. We can configure block all incoming connections, including those in the list of allowed apps, and notify me when Windows Defender Firewall blocks a new application. So the latter option is useful if you don't know what applications are trying to use your network connection, since you can allow or deny on case-by-case basis. So then here we can go into the advanced settings here in Windows Defender Firewall. As you can see, click here, advanced settings. Let me check, can you see my screen? Yes. So after clicking advanced settings, you will see a screen like that. So this screen here is the Windows Defender's advanced settings. So the initial screen provides you with an overview of the firewall, and on the right hand side here allows you to import and export firewall policies. Clicking in inbound rules here, inbound rules here takes you to a list of current inbound rules as shown here. So actually, likewise, clicking on the outbound rules here provides you a list of current outbound rules here, as you can see here. So actually, by double clicking on existing rule, you can see the properties of these rule here. For example, we have so many outbound rules and inbound rules here. Here, as you can see, we have outbound rules Skype here. So here actually we have Windows shell experience here as well. Windows shell experience. Here, as you can see here, we can open double of these connections here. So as you can see, this info here, this is a predefined rule, and some of its properties cannot be modified. So as you can see, we can change some rules, and we can also add a new rules with this default program here. So a new rule can be created by selecting the appropriate direction here, as you can see here, that is inbound or outbound, and clicking on new rule here. As you can see, import policy, new rule, and enable rule we have here. And as you can see, we have filter, we can filter by profile, filter by state, filter by group, and also as you can see here, we can select create new rule here. I will create outbound rule, just select the outbound rule and then click the new rule here. So as you can see here, you will see screenshot. Actually, you will see that window like that. Note that we can create program, port, predefined, and custom rules here. So as you can see, look at these steps in left hand here. So the program and port options have five steps here, as you can see here. But predefined only has two steps as shown here. Actually, we cannot increase the size of it a little bit. So going through each of the rules types and configuring each will drastically increase the length of this course. However, I would like to just highlight one of the steps of the custom, namely protocols here, as you can see here, port, program, custom here. So as you can see here, after clicking on custom, we can click on next. As you can see here, we have protocol. We have to specify protocol type. As you can see, we have hop port, ICMP v4, TCP, UDP, IPv6, and like that. I will select the TCP here, and as you can see, port number is default protocol number, actually, not port number. As you can see here, every protocol has numbers assigned to it. So I will select the TCP here. So we can also assign local port here. Local port, for example, in my case, specific port, for example, 5555. And the remote port, for example, select the specific port 6666. So as you can see here, we defined some ports here and some protocols, and after click next, and as you can see here, we have IP addresses to assign and like that. So next. And as you can see here, we have this ask something what action should be taken when a connection matches the specific connection. Block the connection, for example, and when does this rule apply? A public, private domain, apply all of this, and name my useless rule here, for example, because this rule is not usable and we will not use it. And this is just an example to how to create a new rule.